So it's now the end of the week, and the end of the week is Sunday the 15th of March, around about 10 o'clock at night. And this week has probably been one of the most stressful weeks I've experienced through my college career. So to give you a little quick sort of update on what's happened. At the start of the week, I had dropped my hard drive, and it basically gave up on me. My portable hard drive, that is. So I worked on my college laptop for about three years of having it. I then sort of invested in a 27-inch iMac. So what I had then done was purchased a portable hard drive so I could sort of work on one hard drive but be able to use both computers regardless of which one I decided to use. So obviously the laptop would be great for portability. When I'm working in college, you would just make sure you save everything to the portable hard drive. When I came home, I could sit comfortably on a much larger hard drive, a much larger iMac, and work away because everything was obviously stored on the hard drive. So round about Christmas time, I had decided to sort of make the jump to cloud computing or cloud storage. What I wanted to do was use either Dropbox or Google Drive. I currently use both. I've actually currently used both for the last couple of years. Dropbox more than Google Drive. However, with Google Drive you get 15 gigabytes standard when you open up any Google Mail account. With Dropbox you get, I think it's about standard 2.5 gig. So yeah, anyway, I basically dropped the hard drive, or it was connected to my laptop. I lifted the laptop off my bed and didn't realise the portable hard drive was still connected. The portable hard drive went with it. It clattered off the ground and disconnected the power source when it happened. So basically, it stopped working. So a few YouTube videos. I've got a friend who's sort of in IT, and we both decided to give it a bash at trying to fix it. So it sounded quite promising. Basically, what happens when power is automatically disconnected from hard drives is sometimes the little arm that reads the information off the disk can fall onto the disk, and you can sort of take it off manually. You can sometimes damage the disk, so you've got to be very careful in how doing it, and you've got to be willing to take the risk. So we decided to do that anyway. But however, we noticed that when we moved the arm off and we looked at it closely, there was a small piece of the arm that was broken, a small bit of metal that was, it was microscopic size, but it was broken nonetheless. So that was stopping any sort of information being able to get rid of the hard drive. So I had a couple of quotes from different companies, and you're starting at £200 to get your data recovered. So this week, well, the hard drive fell on the Monday, and then the Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I had 2 or 3 sort of people that were IT based, and they were trying to have a look at it and see if we could sort of figure it away. I thought I had lost everything, which was about 3 years worth of work. However, luckily, at some point I had cloned the hard drive back in September, I believe the date says on the files on the computer. So I'd managed to actually gather back probably maybe even 90% that was on the hard drive, and then the last 10% was sort of most things that were produced from roughly September onwards. There is fragmented files around about the place. Some were stored in Dropbox depending when I was working on things. I've emailed files to maybe various people that have a look. Some were stored in Google Drive, some were stored in the laptop, some were stored in the iMac, and I was able to for the last sort of couple of days I've been able to try and piece together the sort of last 6 or 7 months worth of work that's been lost in various places, and it's actually going pretty well. So today, the Sunday, which has been say like a week to week, has been a result. I'm really happy. I've now jumped to cloud storage. So as I was saying, you get 15 gig standard with Google Drive. It's £1.30 a month, I believe, to go up to 100 gig, and then once you go surpass the 100 gig, it's then £7.99 or £6.99, one of them, for a terabyte. And a terabyte is a colossal amount of information, and if you're storing more than a terabyte information, you either have one heck of a lot of nonsense that you don't need, or two, you're probably working so much, or you have so many important files that paying the £6.99 a month is probably going to be one of the least things that you need to worry about. So I think that's going to be the best solution for me. It's working out really well. Google Drive as well as Dropbox allow you to download the sort of Google Drive software onto your desktop, and it basically just creates like a link and a folder, and so you're able to work offline as well as online. So basically you have like a sort of a Google Drive folder, and with that Google Drive folder is a link that connects it straight to the Google Drive storage online. So if I'm say working in Costa Coffee and the internet connection is really poor, I can just work on my files, I can save them in the Google Drive folder, and then when I get back home, turn my laptop on, the Google Drive folder will automatically try and sync towards to the Google Drive online, and it'll be updated, and then that will filter through into my iMac that's sitting in there. You also get Google Drive for your phone, Android and iPhone. So I then have a Google Drive access point in my mobile, a Google Drive access point on my laptop, a Google Drive access point on my iMac, and if I'm ever on any computer in the known planet that has access to the internet, I can simply log on through my browser and download any files that I need, access any files that I need, or simply preview any files I need, and also upload from other computers as well. So I mean, for me, it's definitely the future, it's the way forward. They've really sort of nailed it on how to work with it, and everything just syncs in really well. So heed the warning. If you're going to work on multiple devices, I would strongly suggest that cloud storage is definitely the way to go.